All right. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. I've decided one of my projects this weekend is going to be finding my, oh, come on. Finding my good mic, getting that set up, which I guess is going to mean I'm going to need a new pair of headphones, but, or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I just have to disable this as the mic and still use these. There's lots of stuff to tinker and toy with. But welcome. Um, so today, we're just gonna be finishing the Night Trooper unlock. I don't know if we're gonna get to this today. I might have to hold off the relics and miss out on the Datacron potentially. I'm not certain. I'm gonna need to weigh that because we have a month until Jar Jar shows back up, so I have a month to get 4 Gungans to R5. Um, but gear is gear. What is happening? My wife, my dog, and my son are having a dance party to sing to. The dog especially is interesting because he's just more. Hey, 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 hey! That's not one of his toys. Where did he get that? Allison? Well, I think Sammy was playing with his panda stuffy because it looks like Mr. Moon, and Teddy just stole it. Is that a koala? Koala. He's a koala. Mr. Moon is a koala. Anywho, let's get cracking. Hopefully, some other of our mates land themselves in here pretty soon. We're just gonna get the shards and then go to the 7-star, and then we'll clean up this other stuff afterwards. Because yeah, here's the other thing: Kairos, Kairos. If the Kairos are a lot, um, I used up a large chunk of my Kairos getting the homies up and running for Mr. Binks. So there may not even be the option, and I'm not gonna super whale on gear today. That if I decide to do that, that'll be something I just do on my own time. You guys watched me spend enough crystals yesterday, so you know you know how it be, and it be how it is. So um, oh, I do have an update. I believe. Let me hop to my Discord real quick. My guild leader did say when exactly we're launching. Yeah, I'm gonna just throw that on auto. When exactly we are launching the raid. We have 1,000 channels, and I'm not even exaggerating. 1,000 channels in my Discord for the guild. So gots to find it. Gots to find it fast. Pardon my fake accent there. I'm of British descent. For a very long time, according to my ancestry.com, and my DNA and whatnot. But I've not yet set foot in that country. Hopefully one day. Where in the hell is the? There it is. Okay. We just got to get through that. Unless he didn't put it in the raids. Um. Okay. Maybe he put it into like the general chat so more people would see it. Um. I think it's happening tomorrow. I think it's happening tomorrow. I don't know for sure, but that's enough of you staring at the top of my bald ass head. When you're here to see other cooler things, more better things. So let's get these more better things done, huh? Yeah, so the raid will be happening. I was thinking it was going to be like Sunday, but it looks it's going to be before that. And when I do the raid for the first time, nice. Um sorry, I just saw a cool piece of news on Twitter. That's what I was nicing about. Um so it's not going to be just me like doing an attempt and calling it good. It's going to be me deep diving and also communicating with my guild about what's working and what's not and adjusting. So probably going to be pretty in depth and lengthy. And we're also going to be doing this while we're running a territory war. So could be pretty involved. At least I hope it's pretty involved. But um, I mean, it should be very, very involved with theory crafting and remodding. Although I did for characters that I don't really use for anything else, I did already kind of set up their mods. Um, so that'll actually be like kind of their permanent for the time being mod setups because while it's hard to say any relic character is unimportant, like I'm sorry, but Kit Fisto is kind of unimportant. So it doesn't really matter what he's rocking on a day-to-day basis. He can rock with his mod stuff or his raid stuff. It'll be just fine. All right, what is that? 100%. No, Hellsteel, this character takes bonus true damage whenever they lose turn meter from an enemy. Can be ready. Remove all stacks of blight when this character recovers to full health. Yeah, I don't like the damage with the night or with the Night Sisters. This does not feel like his home. I think the other maybe the new Night Sister team that is going to be coming down the road, maybe that's where his home is. And these guys will continue to be like the traditional, like the Dothamir Night Sister team, and then we'll have the non-Dothamir Night Sister team. Um, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, but yeah, just I'm not super thrilled with just the flow and the feel of this fight. But this should wrap it up. Um, I suspect many people are overwatching Arnold's thing, which I was doing before I finished eating. Like I was eating my lunch and watching him do his thing. He was taking a minute to get to 7 star in any sort of testing, so I didn't get to see much beyond his wailing and failing and all that happy stuff that goes along with watching Arnold do his thing. He's the best. He's the king for a reason. Um, Definitely a guy to like. Hey, if you're gonna look up to one streamer, I mean him and Him and Scribe and Bit Dynasty and Lost Swamp Rat. I was watching him yesterday. He put on a hell of a show. I'm just yeah, it's pretty neat stuff watching these guys that have been doing it for a while. So it's a lot to learn, a lot of onboarding with all of that. Um, okay, so what do I need more of? Probably those, right? Right, did I just absolutely like click the wrong thing? I probably clicked the absolute wrong thing. Okay, we need 9 of these. Hey, guild store coming through. And we'll just buy more, because you never have enough of anything. The day somebody tells me that they have plenty of something, I'm, yeah, like, there's always something else you're going to need. Okay, yeah, so for gear 12, I don't have the Cairo, so there won't be any gear 12 today. And I'll analyze everything and how much I'm gonna need. But yeah, for right now, between needing more Kairos and I need more of these, maybe I'll be lucky and these are, yes, there we go. Okay, well that problem's solved temporarily at least. Because yeah, I did. I promoted. Ooh, even I have not needed Mark threes in a year. It feels like, and now like, because of we're just in a spat of new characters and upgrading and all that. Now I'm just running low on everything. Hey, but my guild store right now is coming through pretty hardcore, so you got to dig that. But yeah, and then more of this, always more of this, and yeah, I mean it's not like the fact that you can pull those from there. I wish the pool was a little smaller for pulling this sort of stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna have to sit and take a look at this. I mean, I want to see what he needs gear 12 wise, um, because that'll help influence some decisions. But yeah, I took Tarples to gear 12, Nass is 12. I'm still working on shards for these guys. When he hits 50, I'll buy the 50 kit pack. I hate to have to do that, but we've got a month, but I don't want it to be like we've got a month till it starts and then it's running for a week, but I don't want to be sucking hind tit the whole time. I want to be prepared when it lands. I'm ready and good to go. And I've got a long time to get him to R7 for the event, but don't have a long time to earn that Datacron, which um oh wait, no, the Datacron's right here. Sweet. I'm getting the Datacron and I'm getting some crystals and some signal data. Oh, excellent, excellent, excellent. Having that data and getting me some Zetas. Outstanding. Excellent. Okay, so that's one worry that I was sweating is gone. And yeah, I'll run him. Oh, these are borrowed units. These aren't mine. I was about to say, oh, good, I've got mine. But no, these aren't mine. Mine are all relics. Oh, interesting. Um, Interesting. I kind of want to make sure he gets taken out because of that, because of controlling the situation. And now he can also just absolutely donkey punch us to oblivion. But there we go. All right, I think we're fine. All right. Hey, welcome. Welcome, new viewers. We just finished the 7-star unlock I had him at 6 stars, but I figured why spend more crystals? I'll just wait a day and get the final batch of shards, which I just did, and then I've got to still wrap up those 2 battles, and then I want to go take a look at this Datacron that I just landed for him. No one's really talking yet, so I don't know who all is here. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. Um, if you're a return person, I'm of course thrilled to have you back. But just as a matter of procedure here, a little bit. The other night, it looked like we had hit 50 followers for my potential affiliate status with Twitch. Well, somewhere, somehow, we're down to 49 again. Even though we got like the banner goal completed, 50 followers. I don't know if someone unfollowed. I don't know if there was a bot follow in there that got finally like picked up and cleared out. I don't know, but I'm back down to needing one more follower to get me to 50. So yes, I know, dude. Why are you doing this to me? So anyway, we're back down to, we need one more. We need one more person to step up, and then I can start this whole affiliate process. Is it me, or do these rewards seem worse than the Qui-Gon Obi-Wan event? I am definitely interested in unlocking this though, because the daily rewards are pretty sweet. But let us take a peek at this new Datacron, which, by the way, they are in the store. They're in the Datacron node, so you can start picking up. If you have like Shard Shop currency or whatever, you can start picking them up for Shard Shop currency and start getting some of the materials to start leveling them up. Okay, whenever Darkside allies use a special ability, they gain 15% turn meter. Lots of accuracy. Whenever attacker allies critically hit an enemy during their turn, that ally gains 10% offense stacking for 2 turns. Not bad. Start of battle, Night Trooper gains 75% potency and 25 speed until the end of the encounter. Whenever an enemy is inflicted with a stack of blight, they inflict themselves with another stack which can't be dispelled until the end of the encounter, or they fully recover health. Whenever an enemy that already had blight is infected or inflicted with another stack of blight by an ally, inflict blight on another random enemy that doesn't have it, which can't be dispelled until the end of the counter until they fully recover their health. Whenever Night Trooper uses Shambling Shot, they gain an additional 3 stacks of blight. Whenever an ally or an enemy gains or is inflicted with blight, Night Trooper recovers 20% health and gains 25%. Okay, not bad. Seems Night Sister call out kinda with the blight. I think feels very Night Sistery. I was hoping for Imperial Remnant, but I mean, not bad, not bad at all. I'm not displeased with it for sure. So I mean, we got no real way to kind of, other than this, to kind of cheaply throw him against some. I would like to see what that Datacron does personally, but I'm not. I don't have enough people in the. Oh, and he needs to be relics for the Datacron to work, anyways. But yeah, I don't have enough people in my shard that I would want to see. And I think Stormtrooper is easily the one that needs to get kicked out because we already have a tank in him. And that he can go back to Iden or Piet or another team with him in place. So I kind of dig his presence on the team. But I just, this is kind of a way to see him live. The only way to see him live, because yeah, I don't have a big shard. I'm going to be able to snag a bunch of folks to. Damn it. Oh, and by the way, this event was freaking horrible. Yeah, and he just is probably a little too weak, and he's not getting enough in the way of buffs to keep him up and running. Yeah, this event was horrible. I managed to get the 2 Omicron crate, but it was just ugly, 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 ugly. And then it looks like in the data mines, this is going to be of interest to folks, I'm sure. We are looking for the next month, every Monday, so the start of every new week. Every Monday's Galactic Challenge is going to be featuring Gungans. So for me, that's an end to Red Crate for a long time. It's just not going to be an option. Oh, look at the dodge on that guy. What the heck is going on? How is he dodging everything? Can't dodge that. We're not learning anything about Night Trooper. Just watching him die over and over again. So maybe we'll just bump it down and see if we can't actually get some use out of him. If not, if it doesn't work here, I suspect we'll be far too powerful with the other teammates to um, show anything worthwhile. What is seriously the dodges? What is going on with the dodges? Very interesting. They don't seem to like the Night Trooper. They are very aggressively targeting him. Man, we need to get this guy gone so he can hold taunt. Yeah, we're not really learning anything. We'll just wait. Hopefully, when I sit down and kind of do the gear budgeting thing that I need to do, we can go ahead and see about getting him to relic 5 or 7 or whatever. But yeah, let's head over to the new player experience, which I did not end up streaming last night. Like I said, if I was going to hit first place in the Fleet Arena for the first time, I was going to stream it for posterity. But I could only get second. A freaking hyperspace bundle team decided to go and camp on first, and I just was not going to be possible for me to beat them. I tried, so I settled for second place. Um, so as soon as this gets up and running, which is going to take a minute because it's kind of slow, um, we'll have the new player experience. which we've made some fantastic strides on. And then tomorrow morning will be GAC, of course. Um, there it is. There it is. Okay. We'll just minimize that. It might have froze. It might have froze. Not the computer, but the BlueStacks might have froze. I don't know. I went to maximize the window, and it did not seem to like that. Yeah, I don't know, it might just already be time for me to start thinking about throwing some new stuff into this computer. It's not that old. But yeah, that froze. Fantastic. Okay. Let's try this again where we won't touch anything until it's up and running. I love technology. Okay. There was an error launching it. Confirmed. Okay, let's try this again. And we just won't. We just won't handle any of the buttons. I'll drag it over. That's as far as I'll go. And we'll talk kind of softly so we don't scare it. But let's see. We're still running the hotbot to get the info on our next TW opponent. So I don't know how that's shaping up yet. Do you need me for something, honey? Hang on 1 second, folks. I got to put you on mute. 382000. All right, and we're back. Um, Wifey just, for whatever reason, something security code to log into something was sent to my phone and not hers. So I probably, as it turns out, didn't need to mute it because without knowing what the hell she's trying to do, the code means nothing to you. It's just 6 digits. But security can never be too cautious with security. Okay, BlueStacks is working on it. We'll see. Normally, I would like to have this just up and running when I start the stream, but okay, it's initializing. When we're actually in the cantina, I'll switch it over. There it is. All right, let's maximize. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Unhide, swipe over, and here we are. New player experience. Okay, we're sitting on a pile of energy. We're at level 64. What do we got going on here? Well, let's snag this. This will be more of everything that we're needing. Excellent. Hey, that's I'll take the shards for him. 100 more energy. Gotta love it. All right, well, let's take a peek at what we got going on here. God, that's actually kind of fucking tempting. I'm not gonna lie. Um, that is really kind of tempting. I need all of that in a pretty big bad way. But let's take a look at our dailies and we'll see what we've got in the inbox. So light side battles, hard, standard stuff, store, squad arena battle, 2 challenges, cantina, 1 fleet arena battle, 3 fleet battles. All right, so this is starting to look more like what the traditional dailies look like for a player who is maxed out. This is all very familiar. So for quests, we need power up 2 more characters to gear tier 6. We need to kill a bunch of these things, which I'm assuming light side nodes will get us at. Dark side characters to 63 will get us 6,000 XP. So, and these guys. So that's not horribly hard. And then we've got to do these. Um, hopefully we qualify. Hey, Womp how you doing, man? The caps don't bother me at all. How did your Night Trooper unlock go? Yeah, I took mine. Mine's G11. I got the 7th star just 10 minutes ago. Um, I spent enough to make sure I could unlock it. I'm so low on Kairos because of low on Kairos because of Gungans right now that I couldn't really do much of anything else with him. Um, my fleet's 27,000 power. Um, okay, Hotbot's coming through with the TW matchup. Let's see if I can bump some guys up a little bit because what does it say? I had to do like 63 or whatever. Ooh, nope. I am low on everything right now. Low on everything. Credits mostly, it seems like, is the problem. So for the 7th star, I got some relic materials like signal data and stuff like that, and I got 3 zetas as a bonus, and then it'll be a signal data farm mostly. Um, but yeah, I mean, I was gonna try to take him to R7, but my Kairos just got completely decimated with the Gungans. I took all of them to G11 or G12 because of the raid and all the other stuff that's got to go on with them. It's just a lot, and I farm Kairos pretty. Seeing I need 250k. We got to do fleet battles. Maybe we'll go and do some challenges in fleet battles and then come back to that fleet arena. We'll take this for sure. We'll do a battle and then sim it because we got this beautiful R8 Boba Fett. You need 100 Kairos. I need to do the math. It's shock prods that I'm low on. I'm fine with the other ones. Well, not fine, but I mean I have like 200 of the other ones. I'm not super stressed about getting the Gungans there because I'll get them there in time for the event, but it's more like I want them to be useful for the new raid, which I think we're hitting tomorrow for the first time. Um, so it hopefully is not one of those situations where I need to where I'm going to need to spend some crystals to buy the stuff, but it might end up being that. It's hard to say. But I didn't. I was mostly. Oh, the if you take him to R7 right now or today or whatever before the end of the event, you'll get his Datacron too for Night Trooper. That's the other thing that dropped on the 7-star node. It's not on the R5 node. It's on the 7-star node. Which I thought it was going to be on the Relic 5 node because you can't use it without him being Relic 1, but it was on the 7-star node, so that was a bonus for sure. So I need to hit 72. And see, and I did. I went and put all the Zetas on all the. I had like 7 Zetas saved up, and I gave Luminar her lead because I hear with her as the lead under that Jedi team. With her Zeta, they can max score. And then yeah, I put the Omi I put the Omi on, especially it only costing 10 and not 20. It seemed very worth it. Um, so yeah, I'll be able to do something with them, but you know, I've had to fight Gungans in Squad or in Galactic Arena, and yeah, it's just I want them because they're another threat. They're another team, and apparently the data mines revealed that for the next month, which is as far out as I guess as the data mine is gone. Oh, sweet, that's awesome. So every Monday, at least for the next month, is going to be a Gungan Galactic Challenge, which means until I get all 5 Gungans, red crates are out of the picture for me. So we have that to contend with now too. Well, I think I need to check. I think it's tomorrow that we're launching it for the first time. What is going on with the dodges? There's a lot of just whack dodging going on. I don't think this event might be beyond me. 10 p.m. tonight your time. Are you streaming? Or are you gonna do that tomorrow? Because if you're streaming, I'll tune in. Okay, yeah, because that's like what 3 in the morning for you. All right. Well, if you're gonna stream it the next day, I'll tune in and watch because I haven't, other than watching like Calvin Awesome and Arnold. Um, other than watching those, oh, you'll probably be streaming it before I'm awake, but I'll catch a replay or something. You'll have the video up. Yeah. Other than watching like Calvin Awesome videos where he talked about some teams, I haven't really dove into it super hardcore because I figure it's not, probably me. What's going on with this? Why is the game giving me the spinning circle? It did this to Arnold when he was doing his connection error. Unable to access a required internet resource. Is my internet down? You're doing 8 hours of testing. Okay. Well, so when I get up, that was weird. Um, I'll when I get up to do my GAC, I'll poke my head in, watch you for a little bit before I get going on my stuff. Because my GAC will be first thing in the morning. Um, I think Galaxy Heroes is having some issues today. I think it's their turn. 'Cause there's been a lot of I've seen reports all over the place of just tons of games having issues. Yeah, so cool. I'll absolutely be sure to catch you. So I know it's been a minute since you've been able to make it over here, but I'm currently sitting at 49 followers. It said the other night it said I hit 50, and then like 2 days later. it kicked me back down to 49. So I don't know if there was a bot that followed me somehow and it finally got found out and taken out. But yeah, I need one more for 50, my friend. Um, and a big thanks to you for all your help. Uh, I don't think I would be nearly as far along as I am without you taking notice and getting involved. So thank you so much. Yeah, I've got everything else. Everything else is good. I just need the one more follower. Um, my concurrent viewers was like stuck in the low twos for a while, but then I've started getting a very like consistent and steady group of some of your guys. Actually, I think most of them also watch you, but um, they've all been coming to almost everything I do. Okay, cool. Well, I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. These because I have to do 3 squad arena battles for daily, so I'm gonna be here for a minute. Yeah, no, take your time, man. I'm gonna be on at least for another hour, hour and a half, and then I gotta go drop my territory war defense, which I'll either do on stream or not, depending on if the guild says we're gonna steamroll, then it doesn't really matter so much. But if it's actually gonna be a fight, um, if it's actually gonna be a fight, I'll have to hide it just in case. What else do I have? Let's drop you. Let's throw you in. Yeah, probably doesn't matter that much. Let's go ahead and just do that. Yeah, yeah. I, it just depends. Honestly, like my guild leader, there's been times when I'm like, "Hey, do you mind if I stream TW attempts?" And he's like, "No, it's gonna be too tough. It's gonna be too close of a fight. We don't want anything getting out." I'm like, "All right, fair enough." So if that's not one of these situations, then he's always more than happy to let me throw stuff up because it also, puts the videos up on YouTube for our guys to be able to go and reference counters if needed. So we're a very data driven guild. It's pretty intense at times. We have to write not reports but statements about like if we lose a battle, like we have to like this is what happened and this is how quick it happened and this is who I lost first and you know like full reporting for every territory war failure. And then we're experimenting with counters every single time. Okay, so that should give me enough to I can get my Darth Vader up another star rank. So that should give me quite a bit of firepower um, for Fleet Arena, and we'll just do that. There. Now he's very, very strong ship. Very strong ship. And I think I have to use home one. So do let's do that. The data's useful, man. It really is. Just having the numbers to go back and check percentages on success rates and everything, and what's working, what's not, what's kind of working. Can it be a two shot? I mean, we don't obviously nobody wants to two shot stuff in territory wars, but if you can set up a Gungan team for an easy two shot, it's kind of considered a win right now. Um, I'm really wondering if these new Night Sister or Imperial Remnant teams are going to be the hard counters to them because we don't really have a kind of an equivalent hard counter just yet. Oh, wrong ship. I'm clicking on him. Oh, that's a nice, some nice ability materials. Oh, and I can get home one up one more star. Oh, and I got to do this the hard way. Oh, if I have the. Oh, I have no idea. I've never. Welcome to the stream. Oh my God. See, and they're like the other night when I got the 50th follower, like there was a big like whatever, and then like it just went away. Like I was back down to 49. So there should be like a big fireworks display going off right now, but there's not because, whatever. But oh, there it is. 50 folks. Whew. And Womprat, you are the best. I had a good time watching you yesterday. Sorry I couldn't be more interactive with your stream. I was just taking it all in. I need to ask you, you had a lot of like copyrighted type songs and music. Like when you were playing that marbles game, you were playing Triple H's entrance music a little bit, little snippets. Is the little like can you use so much of a copyrighted piece of work um and have it not flag? Like is there a time limit you try to stick under? I'm really curious about that because I would like to start doing some of that stuff. Where I'm using, real music and not. My buddy Josh likes to do stuff on GarageBand, so I have him do music for me. The open use thing. Okay, what's the open? Yeah, see, there's a lot I need to learn. What's the open use thing? Talk to me. Talk to me like I'm two, which I more or less am, kind of. Um, do I have? I think I need to do one of these or three of these or something. Right, because the Triple H music appears on television and things like that, or has, and it's been out for God more than 20 years now since he was using that. I was I was still watching wrestling when that was his entrance music in my. I can't remember how old I would have been. I remember when it happened. It was like at a WrestleMania because Motorhead came out and played it live. Um, so yeah, that's been in the world for a while, but yeah, yeah. I had an issue on one of my first ones where I was streaming GTA just because it didn't even occur to me, and I was just listening to the music on the radio as I was like driving to the casino in Los Santos, and like it got flagged, and I'm like, oh, of course, the radio music. Yeah, I can listen to it in the game, but I don't have the rights to it just because I own the game. So I've just been really probably overly cautious, but yeah, I should start diving into what I can use and what I can't. All right. Oh wait, hold on. What's going on here? So one of our new guild members, we're fighting his old guild in territory war. So might be a little grudge match style going on this weekend. I did a little reading and I was told that they're pretty aggressive about it for that. Um and it probably is not worth the effort. Um, yeah, there's just certain songs I would like to just use even like instrumentals from for certain things, but again, just desperately trying to avoid anything that might cause me an issue. Okay, so that. Okay, so I got to do 3 fleet battles. Got to hit the store. That stuff I'm just gonna be doing anyways. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Because like before like I would put out a post on my private Facebook and my wife's too about like, hey, I'm doing this and we'd love it if you guys could support us. And I sent the stuff to my sister, who her and I are very close and we keep in the loop. But she's very busy and she's got a lot going on. Single mom, 2 kids, the whole nine. Um, and I asked her, I said, hey, whenever you have time, if you could take a look, please do and tell me what you think because like if you think I suck, tell me and I'll figure out a way to be better. Like I want her to be that brutally honest with me because she's allowed to be. Um, but she finally, after a couple of weeks, was able to do it, and she said her only thing was she doesn't like just how quiet the background is. Like there's too much background noise for her, or lack of background noise. Like she wants to hear music playing, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll figure something out. I think that's a valid. I think that's a valid bit of feedback. But she liked everything else, and she also doesn't understand this game, which is one of the videos she picked. So that didn't help her. Um, So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, she specifically brought up she just thought it was too quiet. She would like to hear music or something going on in the background. So I said, hey, if I can figure it out, I'll figure it out. Ooh, Steam OST Heartbound. Okay, I will have to go and look for that. All right, Boba, I need you to. Oh, she stripped your retaliation. God, fleets are rough when you don't have all the shiny and maxed out stuff. Fleets are super rough. Let's see if Bomber can burn a couple of these guys to death. Well, there goes and yeah. Okay, there it is. Earthbound official soundtrack. Oh god. Okay, yeah, this game. Oh, and it's on sale even. It's only $3.99. It's $1 off. So isn't that lovely? There's Fishy. What's up, my man? How you doing, Fish? Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, and the fact that it's even cheaper is even more better, as my grandpa would say. Um, ooh, things are looking rough in all the arenas. Yeah, I should have been going for him. Haha, guess who's back? Vader. All right. Let's see if we can get you gone. All right. Now let's get him out of here so we get this damn debuff off of us. Hopefully. Yeah, it's a lot. That debuff hurt quite a bit. There it is. All right. Where are we sitting? Let's just start claiming the ones we can. Go to the store, cantina. Oh, you know what? GAC planning. You know, that's For me, it's hey, let's throw something at the wall and hopefully it sticks. Unfortunately, the other guy on the other side of the hollow table has a say in what happens in GACs, and then of course RN Jesus himself might choose to bless you or curse you depending on his mood. Uh, that actually might not be a joke for that much longer, man. He's in the new Datacron set, and apparently his call out is monstrous, like mass stuns and all sorts of stuff. So R9 Cup might need to be a thing for people here soon. And there is a node for R9 Cup in Rise of the Empire. So I mean, things to keep in mind. I don't know that we're gonna be able to kill this guy. He's healing too much. We might not have the damage. Oh well, then you're set. There's been a lot of dodging going on today. An excessive amount of dodging. Yeah, crew. I'm kind of actually rooting for you to finish me off right now, buddy, so I can bring in another team. Yeah, this whole Newcron set is extremely interesting. With like, there's no factions, but it's the callouts are for roles. So there's tank crons and attacker crons and healer crons and support crons, but no factions, no Night Sisters, no Imperial Troopers, none of that stuff. So people are going to be building some very interesting and potentially scary stuff. Probably out of basic. I mean, oh wait, I got to turn that option on. See, I think if Boba had his wrist rocket unlocked, which he obviously does not, we would have been able to kill him. But the healing immunity and all that, just the big burst damage, yeah, these guys just don't. Like, he did 520. He's healing for over 100 more than we're damaging him for, but that's fine. We'll just get in there with a different team and finish it off. No crons, yeah. I mean, oh, those guys are dead. Okay, well, what do I have? There we go. He'll punch him to oblivion, if nothing else. Or I'll have to restart it, because I am getting near the end of it. 10 viewers. Nice. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get advantage. Let's armor shred. Oh my god, the heels. There it is. Okay. Now we got to do the cantina and all that happy stuff. Let's go ahead and farm up a little bit of you. Just a little bit. Not a lot. Don't give me a lot. A lot would be too much. I actually should probably hit this node pretty hard. Let's just finish today's because TIE Fighter. And the pilot. Oh, I can promote him. Outstanding. Yeah. I'm so mixed about Krons because some of them give some really cool effects, like the Sidious Kron. It just made a useless character kind of fun for a little while. Um, and honestly, there's a part of me that's like, yeah, this should maybe just be his kit, anyways. But that's neither here nor there. Because I know a lot of people feel that way, like about the. I'll get you added, fish. Let's actually. I think I might have a few of you already, man. But let's double check. And let's see. Oh, my GAC, he never showed up again. So I guess the two dropped battles were enough for him to not want to come back. Mini. Oh my God! Look at that legend. Look at that absolute legend. All right, I got to look at the rest of this because that's just awe-inspiring. Why you need to throw the favorite on him so he's sitting up top all the time. Beautiful. I love it. Nice looking account, man. Nice looking account. And wow, actually 10 keyed correctly today. Look at that. I'm seeing I'm seeing a pattern. Wait, did I do that? 659 743. That's amazing. That's amazing. R9, yeah, okay. You weren't I didn't catch on, but yeah, now I see what you were talking about. That's dude, that's seriously. That might be the most amazing thing I've seen in this game, and I've seen quite a bit of stuff in my years. Lovely. All right. Check out so version 3. Oh, wrong thing. Wrong thing. So that would be in request status, right? Yeah, unless he's accepted them already. So you're in Erodium 4. You're in Erodium 4 with 1.87. Good God. You are punching above your weight class, my friend. Very impressive stuff. I know I wasn't in a rhodium when my GP was 1.8. That's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's GP is, I mean, hell, on a lot of accounts you're going to see GP is just, oh, did they buy the hyperdrive bundles, and then every lightspeed bundle is kind of where it's at. And then you go and you dive in and you look at their moddings and you're looking at, oh, hey, they don't have Zetas on anything, but they're rocking a high number. So yeah, yeah, there's a lot more to the game than numbers, because you can try, but you can't really wail on mods. And if your mods are shit, your characters are shit. And that's just the bottom line. I don't care what your GP is. There's a whole big picture involved, and that's, hopefully it's one of the things that people can maybe pick up on a little bit from what I'm doing here. God, I hate doing this, but I need those really bad. I need to get my ships up and running. And 1 for 100. Okay, you can. What's the word? Oh, fuck off. That's the word I'm looking for. Um, with that shit, 1 for 100. Okay, let's go take a look at that. I think I did. I buy 3 things. We'll buy another thing just to be sure. Yeah, there we go. We need that, and we need more mace window. More mace. More mace. Um, if you look at my V2, we'll see if you. We'll start here. V2. There you go. So why aren't any of these guys in guilds? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, you've more or less have. Well, I mean, you've got 4 fleets, more or less. But yeah, not doing anything with these is kind of a baller move. I mean, and you don't have, like, you have a houndstooth, but he's 3 stars. So like, do you really have a houndstooth? And him, I mean, but your BTL, that's one of the hardest 7 stars in the game. GL to GP, so you're 3.329, and you are at 4 GLs. That's awesome. That's very impressive. Yeah, this is what do they call a focused account, where it's GL requirements only, and that's it for the most part. Like, I'm not seeing any. There's no bloat. That's another thing. He's got absolutely no bloat. Yeah, you're not rocking anything unnecessarily. It's all GL requirements, or other character unlock requirements too. I guess, like, you need the Gungans to get Watt, to get JMK and all that happy horse shit. But yeah, you're not packing anything unnecessary. Yeah, for sure. You'll definitely be. How close to Leah do you think? How far out do you think you are? A couple of months still, maybe. Because yeah, you didn't have. You had Drogon close, but he was still. Is this the one V2? Yeah, you had. I saw Drogon. Yeah, Drogon's getting. At least he's got the stars, and you. So. Oh yeah, he's right there. You'll have him done soon. And Scout Troopers getting there too. Good. And you're doing Lord Vader next, so okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Lord Vader's next, so there's Padme. How's your Bad Batch looking? Have you even started them at all? No. Okay. I Chupio is definitely worth the is a great barrier of entry for that character. That's he's one of my favorite things that comes from that farm. Chupio is just awesome. Can I do anything with gear? Because I do need to start doing some stuff. Oh, look at that. Okay, so B1 was on light side nodes, and now B2 is on dark side nodes. Very interesting. So they want folks to get their droids for the Naboo raid if they don't have them. Though, I mean, they kind of waited till the last second though. They could have added those a lot sooner. And I mean, in the B2, the B1s were only out for 2 days. So like, what were you really going to be able to get done in 2 days? Sure, that looks good. Oh, yeah, no, dude, you did not make the wrong choice. Plus, let me go and look again. Or, I mean, I could also just ask you, but I mean, do you even have Maul ready to go for Vader? Because I mean, if you don't have Maul, Lord Vader is. I mean, he's not. Yeah, if you don't have Maul, then you're. What are you even doing? Like if you don't have Maul, you don't want Lord Vader yet. So I mean, and even with Maul, Lord Vader's not. Yeah, so you have to get Maul from Proving Grounds. So yeah, you have to get Maul from Proving Grounds. So God knows how long that's gonna take. Don't even got Cat. Yeah, yeah. The Proving Ground setup is rough. I'm wondering how long they're gonna keep that going before they finally start kicking those characters down to being more accessible. Because people who weren't able to jump on that right away are so far behind and just getting farther and farther. Um, like it's I know fair is a word that gets tossed around a lot, but this is a massive disadvantage for them to have to overcome at this point, being that far behind and having to only depend on proving grounds to get caught up. So either you're saving and buying every crystal possible to get, what are the refreshes, 2,000 for a proving ground? Like, yeah, or you're spending the money if like if one of her packs rolls through the store. Yeah, it's just that is a massive gap to try to get past. Yeah, 2200. And how many refreshes? Is it limited on the number of refreshes that you can do? Dodged. Everything is getting dodged today. I'm very See, look at that. Dodged. Two dodges in a row. If you have enough crystals. Okay, so at least they don't if you want to wail on crystals, you can wail on crystals and push the unlocks farther along, but see, and when Conquest Pass Plus started becoming a thing, the second I started buying that on the regular, I haven't had an issue saving starring. Just the savings on swapping out the data discs and the extra shards and all that have made enough of a difference for me conquest wise to where I don't have to I haven't had to deal with proving grounds for a long time, so I'm kind of out of the proving ground loop. Um, that pass, as expensive as it is, I mean, and it's not bad. $30 a month is, yeah, it's a lot. I would feel better if it was 19. Of course, everybody would. I don't. It doesn't quite have $30 worth of value, but it does definitely have a decent amount of value. And they've been adding more and more stuff. And you get to skip a couple of feats too. I think that might be the big thing, is the feats that you would need to grind to unlock a certain data disk or a certain consumable. If you buy the Conquest Plus pass, those are done and you can just ignore them. And then you're saving time, you're saving energy, you're saving stamina, you're saving a bunch of stuff. So if Conquest is something you hate and it's something you struggle with, but you want the characters, like, as long as you're able to conceivably get the second to the last or the last crate every time, then the plus can definitely help. Yeah, the swapping the cards thing is huge. I don't really notice the stamina recharge advantage that they claim that we get. Like, that doesn't seem to me to make much of a difference. Like, if I really grind a team down on a day, it's a day and a half before I can use them again. But it would be even worse without the plus pass. So I think they need, if they up the stamina recharge rate a little bit, I think I'd be happier. Also, could they give us an even number of energy to to battle cost? So battles are 20, but here's 144 energy. Can you either make it 140 or 160? Like, yeah, it's just dumb. Okay, I think that might be it for dailies. Okay, win 5 fleet battles. That's beautiful. And we get Poe Dameron X-Wing shards, and we get a cool First Order TIE Fighter pilot portrait. We'll take it. Everything is free to play. That's, dude, your rosters are very impressive for complete free to play. My main, I bought the hyperdrive bundle back in the day when it was still $100. Since I was impatient, I had just started staying home with Sam full time, and I needed more stuff to do, and I wanted to get into the meat and potatoes of the game. And then most of the other Lightspeed bundles that they put out, like, I wouldn't have Ray or SLKR on my main right now if it wasn't for those bundles. They just wouldn't. It was just, anytime I'd start like focusing on them, the new shiny would come out, and I'd just be like, well, that's pushed off to the side because this is the new thing and it's going to be better. Leia's better, Jabba's better. Like, why not focus on that? But it kind of breaks one of my rules that when you start a project, you need to finish it, but simultaneously, like how you switched to Leia from Lord Vader, that 1,000,000% makes sense. It's very situational. You have to do what makes sense for your account and what makes sense for your characters and your farms and the whole nine. But yeah, kind of think I should be throwing a bunch of energy into the dark side nodes today because of those B2 shards. Um, yeah, I'm not going to get a lot, but down the road, I'm definitely going to probably be thankful that I've got the extra um, B2 shards. What are you doing out there, honey? Sorry, my wife's making noise. When, oh, gotcha. Okay. Whenever my wife makes noise, it's survival tip number one. If your wife makes noise, pay attention to the noise because it could either be good or bad, and you want to be able to handle the situation as soon as possible if there is a situation to handle. Yeah, I hope the pace for the requirements is, like, I just want to know what's coming really really bad and what I'm going to need to be focusing on. Um, because right now I mean I'm picking up Relic 9 materials for Baby Ahsoka. Mine's at R8 currently. Um, So I'm picking those up, and I should have her R9. I think I'm well. I don't know. I haven't decided if I should maybe just get Relic Trooper or Night Trooper handled first, and then finish her off. But she's almost done, and then I'm done with Asajj, and I was done with Asajj and Gas before I even knew they were requirements. So I've got that going for me, and I want to see more requirements. Because yeah, I think if this Ahsoka isn't nuts out of the gate, people are going to be pissed. People are going to be really pissed, and especially like I have a nasty feeling that Conquest Ezra is going to be a needed part of her team, and they're giving her kind of like the JMK treatment where he was good but he wasn't great, and then you got Cat, and then he was amazing. I feel like that may be some of the route that we're going to be going with this. But I hope it's not. She better be just balls out day one, and then Ezra just makes her even better, as opposed to, well, we made this character. Here's the lifter, because we're not getting him until what? December, January. So assuming we get the Ahsoka event in October, that's almost 3 months of not having the character that makes the team complete. That's not is not my least favorite CG look. Look at all these shit mods that I'm happy to farm for because I don't have enough mods to go around. Yeah, yeah. Uh I was kind of hoping when they announced that he's coming as the character that they were going to say one way or the other. They might not have even decided. They might not even have their mind made up that that he's going to be a requirement or super needed for the team. Because I mean, they have the ability to change it whenever they feel like. Um, I don't have faith in Capital Games. Not really. I mean, I'm not against them. I'm not. I'm not incredibly critical. This is not like I could not build and run and manage this game. It's out of my everything possible. So I know it's not easy managing a game this big with the scope that they're doing it. But I also know that they have the ability to fool us and to add shit and change shit whenever they want. Um so I don't know how they're going to handle it, but I also I also think they don't necessarily try to piss us off. I I yeah, I don't know. I don't know that they go out of their way to piss us off. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just when they announced that Ezra, I got super nervous. I got super nervous. And that's just kind of where I'm at. Is I don't know quite what to think about it. It's because it's either going to be a nothing burger and just a kind of a early lifter character, or it's going to be the thing that makes the thing work. And we're going to have to deal with a broken GL for a while because all the pieces aren't in place. If they send her out in October, or they're going to push, they're giving us a 5 months head start on collecting her, which is great. I mean, the more time we have between the announcement and the unlock, to me, is a good thing. But exactly, they try to get as much money as you can. So yeah, what would make sense for them trying to get money? Hey, we're gonna Ezra is a day one unlock requirement for Ahsoka, and he needs to be our 10 because we added our 10. Um, and the Ahsoka event kicks off the day after Conquest ends for Ezra. So, yep, open your wallets, bitches. That is the CG move if we're talking about maximizing money because I mean everybody's going to do it. Well, okay, the mega whales are going to do it. The mega whales are going to do it. 100% the mega whales would be like, "Okay, if that's what it needs, here's my credit card. Take my money. Give me my character." And then I'm also just speculation here, of course, but I'm guessing we're going to need Fulcrum at R8. And if they don't tell us to put Cat at R9, I'm going to be shocked. Which, if Ezra turns out to be a requirement and Cat's a requirement, that's a GL that's locked behind 2 Conquest units. Like, that's harsh. That is incredibly harsh. Well, if R9 Cup is needed, I'm a little screwed. Um, I'd have to hop over to my main account to see how much I haven't farmed him, but I don't even think my cup is 7-star yet. I don't think I've done a thing with him. He was going to be one of those things down the road when there was like a bit of a slowdown that I was just like, oh, for fun. I was going to do him and Emphas to like max relics. And then probably throw Wampa in there too for GAC 3v3s. Have Nest, Wampa, and Cup at R9 as a 3v3 defensive team. Because I think they said the Wampa's a female, so that would be like a 2 girls, 1 cup sort of situation, right? Leviathan is trapped behind 2, so yeah, it would not even be the first time. So, what if they're really dicks and they also add Maul as a requirement? Which is not like out of the question, considering how tied up those two's histories have been. Make it 3. Because we know we're getting at least 3. Now we've got Night Trooper. There's going to be probably 3 more marquee characters that we have to worry about. I mean, I'm just hoping for everybody's sake because I remember the days of like, oh god, I can't get this GL because I don't have this, and that means I need to, like I was getting farmed out to other guilds for territory battles because I was just like, we either need to go after the Watt shards or I'm leaving. And they said, well, hey, we'll find you a guild that'll let you merc for Watt shards. I'm like, all right, fair enough. So that's what I did, um, but then I was also buying his shards, like because occasionally back a couple years ago, you would see from time to time Watt shards come in. You buy a pack of 50 for $20 or whatever, and I would buy those every single time just to make it easier. Yeah, I know, but it would be for the chuckles. It wouldn't be for anything else. It'd be for the meme. But Wampa's getting love in this Datacron too, so I'm glad about that because Wampa's kind of been useless or less useful in Kyber at any rate for the past little while. So I'll be happy to dust Wampa off because whenever you put a dot on an opponent, you get protection up. That's coming back in the Datacron, so that'll make Wampa thick as shit. It'll also technically do the same thing for Lord Vader, but if you remember when Lord Vader was using it, he would get like 60, 70 stacks, and then Boba Fett would one-shot him with his wrist rocket because, he's not a great character. Oh, see, I'm not 100% familiar with all the call outs yet, but I did like that one. Arnold was going through it, and I was kind of listening to it when I was doing some other stuff, and that one caught my ear because he said Wampa, and I said, "What do you say about Wampa?" And I backed it up 10 seconds and listened. I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember when that was a thing." Because yeah, it made a lot of counters very very safe. Yeah, a lot of people don't even realize that Datacron works amazingly well for him. We've been using that in Territory War for a while until more people got the Ninth Sister Cron, and then it was just kind of like you pick between one or the other. But I like that First Order Stormtrooper with Lord Vader. He hits like a son of a bitch with it. He probably hits maybe a little like he should. I don't know if that's a controversial statement or not, but like that kind of he needs to be better. That's all. Everybody knows it. CG knows it, but I think at this point, if they do anything about it, short of like in a year from now giving us a conquest character to make him amazingly powerful, I think it would just be them capitulating that yeah, we made a bad character, so we had to rework him. But I think that's what they'll do. They'll give us a character to go with him here in a little while. After everybody else under the sun has gotten a new character, except for C. Because yeah, I know they said Bane's for C, but Bane is not for C. C is for, if anything, C should go under Bane. Because Bane out GLs most GLs. Why did that come up? Thank you. Yeah, for sure. Tell you what though, the I'm not going to be sad to see these resistance crons going away. I mean, Ray is already a pain in the ass, and then you throw that kind of a Datacron and Zori and all that other shit. I'm just very happy that Datacron is going to be out of the picture. That Datacron has been the bane of my existence. You had a JMK timeout on Lord Vader with First Order Cron. Wow. I got a couple of holds in territory war with it on multiple occasions. Like I don't know how the battles went exactly, but I mean it makes me laugh whenever I see my Lord Vader get holds on defense in territory war because it's like, hey, there's a lot of shit that can kill him. Yeah, I don't use Star Killer on Ray anymore. I'm all Terran Malicos all the time, and it's I think since I switched from Star Killer to the Malicos team, because I would just throw the Malicos team on defense because that's what I was seeing other people suggesting. So it's like, oh sure, why not? But once I made that switch, it went from probably killing her to definitely killing her. I think I've lost with him against her twice, and that was under the new Datacron. With like ridiculous health steal and shit like that. And then I had one weird one where Cal Kestis just got ramped up and was just dodging every single attack. Look at that ultimate. I have not seen that in a long time. Well, I mean, if you don't have him, yeah, Star Killer is a fantastic option. And he was my go-to, and then I mean, just I started failing with him a little too much for my liking. So as soon as Malikos landed in my roster, it just made sense for me to use him. I mean, and you'll get him one day. You'll unlock him. But yeah, no, Star Killer's fantastic though. Like he really is. And I think this is Mar is going to be getting some love in the new Datacron set, which should help the Star Killer team quite a bit. Um, so yeah, I'm excited for those to come out just to start digging in because I think there's going to be a ton of theory crafting and some very interesting builds that you can do with those. Okay, I want to see if I can. Okay, that's not worth any XP, but there's one that's worth a pile, but that's gonna be a little bit of a grind. I want to see if I can get this done. Train 3 dark side characters to level 63 because that's gonna be like 2 levels, and I'll unlock something. I think guild events maybe will get unlocked when I hit 65. So I want to see if I manage to farm enough shit to get this done. Um, Thank you for the follow. How do we say that? Dejekamer? You'll have to tell me how you want that pronounced, man. But thank you for the follow. I appreciate it quite a bit. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do shit. What was it? 3 to 63? Yeah, I can't do this. I don't have the money. Well, son of a bitch. Okay, well, that's just going to have to wait. How long have we been going? We're coming up on 2 hours. Yeah, they were giving you when you first. So when this first started happening, you were getting money quite a bit. Like they were giving you thousands and thousands and thousands of credits with stuff, and now that's kind of slowed down a little bit. Um, and then yeah, I did the credit heist the other day, but oh, of course, I can't do that. I guess I can do this. I can do them both. I can get the mods and because they are event units. Only Ruth failed on Star Killer versus Ray about 2 or 3 times without Krons at the beginning, the one time with Ray Kron. Yeah, it's just out of all the teams that need help, is Ray the first one that comes to mind? And no, Ray does not need a lick of help. I thought, honest to God, I thought Ben Solo was too much of a boost. To be fair with you, um, I didn't think Ben Solo was a needed thing for her. Like, why did like she was already doing amazing, and then you're giving her more toys? Or I might need to gear him up. But again, I don't have stuff to gear him up with, so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we can pull off a miracle. Yeah. Oh, they're level 85. Yeah, that's not happening. But this one I should be able to do just fine because it's the relic ones. But I'll take the mods. Oh no, fish. Oh no, I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, that's horrible. Yes, I know he's arrived to the holo table. We're all very happy to see him. I mean, yeah, no, Ben was fine, but was Ray struggling so hard that Ben Solo needed to be the priority character when you were looking at a Lord I said Lord Failure, um, who wasn't doing good when you had C that can't kill anything unless he's got Wat Tambor. Um, I'm fine with Ben existing. What I thought the release of him so quickly in comparison to other teams lifters was just odd. It just wasn't a necessary like she didn't need him to be successful where other teams are still lacking pieces for them to really even feel like real galactic legends. I don't have Jawas. I don't have shit. I don't even know if this is worth trying. Um, I guess I can get a Datacron, or I can get this, which I guess is going to be handy. Um, this is probably going to be too much for me, but we'll try. What are the feats? I know Jawas, blah blah blah, but is it stunt underside? I can. I mean, if I complete the battle, I shouldn't even try to undersize it. But yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't hate Ben being added. I felt like other characters should have been priority because she wasn't struggling, and that's it. That's all. She's never struggled. She's always been incredibly solid as a character. So why are we worrying and making characters for characters that are already not struggling? And you can make the argument, well, the Ben was there in the C event and that's how it functioned in the C event. I mean, that's perfectly fair. I have a feeling Grievous is just going to blank me. Yeah, this ain't happening. I We'll hop it down a level and we'll see what I can pull from here as a reward. But so are you loading? Are you working on Seer, Womprat, or is she just there's too much other stuff going on? Because I mean, I just happened to hit her at a decent time where I was able to farm her. Wait, is he invisible and it's glitched? Yeah. Um, I don't have a way around that invisibility. I don't think. All right, fish. Yeah, I'm gonna actually be wrapping stuff up pretty soon. Wifey's finishing up her work day. It's Friday. We gotta think about dinner and all this other stuff. And yeah, I gotta get my territory war put down. It seems like we're gonna have a pretty easy one, so I should be able to. Hey, look at that! I love it. Got some. So I actually should farm this for that. Yeah, I'm gonna be heading out here in a minute myself. I'm just kind of hoping I could finish that quest and bump up a couple levels, but um, I can do this at least. Finish this off, get it out of my events, and then I think we'll call it a day. And I'll go check out Territory War, and then, um, yeah, I don't know. I might just take the rest of the night off since I've got to get up and do GAC, and tomorrow should be a pretty busy day between GAC, the raid, and Territory War. I think I'm gonna have myself a pretty big streaming day. Um, and it's got to be a lot of you guys are in the UK, right? So I know it's what 9 p.m. over there. Hey, Socks, if you're still here, did if you're still here, let me know if you made up your mind about how you're feeling about Strike Force. Oh my. Mm. And this and see, and this here event is oh, I forgot to stealth her. You know how long it's been since I've used her? Which battle pass did you buy? The PvP one or the PvE one? Oh yeah. Well, that's not happening. Okay. All right. Well, it's been 2 hours, and yeah, I gotta looking at the time. I gotta get a move on. But yeah, I'm finishing up a battle pass. I don't think I'm gonna leave the game anytime soon. But it's starting to feel it's starting to feel more like work than a game, and that's the point where I'm gonna start pulling back a little bit. I think. And the guild I'm in that game right now is ramping up pretty hard. Like we're hitting things pretty hot and heavy. Um, so I might just have to dip for something a little more chill. I don't know yet. Plus, my guild has a couple of guys who will lurk during territory wars or the alliance war or whatever the hell it's called over there. And like, I'll start in on a wall with every intention of killing all 10 by myself, and then I'll get down to two teams, and then while I'm in the middle of fighting Team 9, somebody will come in and kill Team 10. And yeah, um, yeah, it's pissed off a lot of people. But they'll basically come in and kill the wall and get the credit for the wall in the guild announcement down here, where I did all the work, and then they came in and just topped it off, and that pisses me off. Especially because it's supposed to be there's enough sectors in the territory or in the alliance war or whatever to where basically one person gets a sector, and there's two sectors per area, so two people kill an area, and that's how it's supposed to go. But we don't really have coordination, so I mean, it just annoys the crap out of me. Where I'm like, I'm setting up something to be like, oh yeah, I'm taking care of it, and then somebody comes in and is like, nope, I got it. I killed that wall, guys. I'm like, yeah, you killed the wall, you fucking dick. Um, I mean, ignore the fact that I didn't even just loosen the lid on the ketchup bottle. I left it hanging by a thread. Yeah, no, that game's in a very weird place right now. I will say though, they are good when they screw something up royally, when they really fuck up, they own it and they tend to give you a lot of shit to compensate. So, if they're taking feedback, and I'm sure they are, they might be doing something here soon to where they're like, "Sorry, we fucked up. We're gonna fix it," and then they fix it. And in that situation, that game does deserve a lot of leeway, because they really do. When they make mistakes, they own them and they fix it. Like CG could definitely take a lesson or two from Marvel Strike Force in that regard. I've never seen a game give out as much free stuff for screwing stuff up as Marvel Strike Force. So they definitely they definitely have some they definitely have some a little bit of good grace amongst their community for those reasons. And I am willing to give them a chance to kind of make things right, but the release cadence for characters in that game has been nuts lately. Like we've gotten 12 new characters in the past 2 months, give or take. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's excessive. So, yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know if I've managed to build up enough stuff to try to get this dark side quest done, but yeah, if they keep cramming characters down our throats the way they have been, um, there's a pretty reasonable chance that I'm 100K. No, I can't. I can't justify spending 100K right now, because I just don't have it. Like the money, they had a money train going, and it kind of derailed. And yeah, I'm not gonna spend anything 200K. I'm not gonna spend any money, but maybe is there something I can snag from a shipment to give me a little boon of cash to get this done? Guild activity, squad arena. I know squad arena. You have to build up to 2,000, and I spent them all. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, the game is just they're not in the best place right now. And they are 100% kind of burning through the goodwill, at least my goodwill that they've built up over my time of playing, because it seems like your opponent is already engaged in a battle. Okay, well, we'll worry about this later. Because yeah, they definitely have built up a definite amount of goodwill with the player base as a whole and with me as well. Like they've given out a ton of stuff, but yeah, they don't. That seems to be happening less and less. Like they had some sort of mistake and they gave out 3,000 shards or whatever it's called for the Sasquatch. That's the equivalent of giving 2 shards, more or less. Like you might get lucky and get a huge pull, but odds are you're going to get single digit Sasquatch shards from that. Plus, maybe you might get a North Star or something else, but odds are you won't because their drop rates are horrendous. Um, but it's like that's the equivalent of here's 2 Clone Wars Chewbacca shards, and that's it. That's the equivalent. Like they didn't they said, oh, we screwed something up. Here's something to help you out, and it's not any help at all. Help would be training droid or training materials. Help would be ability materials. Like they don't give that sort of stuff out. So I don't know. But guys, we are up to 51 followers as of right now. So thank you, thank you to everybody. A couple of new folks for sure. Loved having each and every one of you here. Tomorrow morning, it'd be probably between 9 and 10 Eastern Standard United States time. So that would be early afternoon in Europe and even earlier morning if you're out on the West Coast. And if you're in Australia, I mean, is it Monday? Is it Sunday? I don't know. Um, but it'll be whatever time, whatever day that is tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time for folks in the penal colony of Australia, former penal colony. I actually had a ancestor of mine die there. Um, he was a criminal in England. I've been trying to find the whole story. Like my ancestry.com has got some fun stuff, but there's just certain things you just can't find records on because it's that far back. But um, But yeah, I did have an ancestor get sent there. He was like an uncle or something, like a sixth or seventh grade uncle at this point. But yeah, it's kind of funny. But anyways, Palpatine unlocked. Ooh, that's actually one thing I haven't done in a couple days. I haven't dipped in here to see if I've made any. Like I could, in theory, unlock him right now. In theory, it says I've got the. Oh, I would really feel better if I had him, but um, screw it. Let's try. Let's try Palpatine out because there are rewards. There's other stuff that comes with it. So yeah, it's not gonna hurt. Doesn't cost me anything to fire it up. But yeah, we'll see if this happens. And then, but yeah, tomorrow morning, everything is going according to my designs. What a badass. Yeah, tomorrow morning, GAC, and then Territory War, and all the other stuff that comes along with the game. We'll see if Night Trooper is. He doesn't. Well, let's get him taunting. Maybe take some pressure off Chop. Nope, Chop's dead. Nope, there is Chopper. Yeah, I think if I had Captain Rex, this would actually be kind of a breeze. Because he's kind of rolling right now. And I just don't feel like I've got the firepower. Yeah, I need a little more firepower. It's all right. A little more firepower. Maybe some adjustments. Check out some mods. Like Farm Boy Luke is not even remotely ideal. Yeah, I need just a little bit more. But let's take a look at Yoda while we're sitting here too. I think the gap between that is even higher, but I mean, we're just a button click away from finding out, so we'll find out. But yeah, busy day tomorrow. Raid, Territory War, Grand Arena. Should be a very good time, I think. Uh, so it'll be a morning stream, and then I'll come back in the afternoon for all the other stuff. Oh man, okay. Um, ow. See, I was hoping he would land ability block. Yep, nope, it's just a little too much. All right. Excellent. Well, guys, thank you for being here. It means a lot to me. Thank you for the new followers. You helped me reach and even exceed my goal of 50. So we're past it now, and now it's I'll set a new goal, and we'll all work towards that together. Because I would not be where I'm at right now if it weren't for all of you fine folks. So big round of applause to you, and a big thanks from me and my entire family, Sammy included, who I would try to pull from his iPad, but he is so intensely happily watching something that they're I'm sure to me dragging him over here to wave to you guys. There's no way I would get him here. Um, but my wife says thank you as well. Uh, I don't know if you can hear Sammy. He's losing his little mind laughing in the background. But yes, thanks from my whole family, and you guys are the best. I'm humbled. Yeah, and he's watching. I think he's watching TikTok or something. He's watching some video where they're zooming around a hallway in a hotel or something, and like doors open, and there's like surprise characters there, and it's like jump scare sort of stuff, maybe because he loves jump scares. He's crazy about jump scares. It's one of his favorite games that he still plays with us. Is like we'll hide and jump out and scare him, and he'll laugh and run off. He was my follower and he accidentally clicked it to unfollow. That would yeah, I'd have to have a chat with him. Um, but yeah, guys, tomorrow morning, big GAC. I made it back into Kyber One, so if I win this one, I'll stay in Kyber One for the off season and start 3v3 in Kyber One. I would assume, unless they do something weird with the rankings and I get knocked down for whatever reason. But yeah, tomorrow morning, all sorts of good stuff. So raid, territory war, and then maybe a relic 5 night trooper. I don't know yet. We'll see. I need to play around with the crystal part of it. But yes, thank you guys. I don't feel I could sit here and say thank you for hours, and I don't think it would be enough. But I need to figure out. I kind of feel like I need to do some sort of giveaway now that we hit 50. Some way to make all 50 followers eligible for it, and just some sort of gift card, something for the game, or maybe even a gift card of their choice. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I'm gonna spend some time working on that tonight, and then I'll reach out to some other folks like that Lost Womp Rat guy, who's been doing this a while, and maybe pick his brain for some ideas. But yeah, I feel like I need to do something for you guys since you've done so much for me. But until tomorrow morning, I don't know who that is calling me, but they'll leave a voicemail if it's important. I don't know how it is. Do you guys get a bunch of spam phone calls in other countries like we do in the U.S.? Because I feel like 75% of the time my phone rings, it's somebody trying to sell me something that I never expressed any interest for anywhere. It's just spam bullshit. Yeah, all the time. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad it's not just a United States problem. But yeah, it's just I swear to God, 75% of my phone calls. Because most people, even my mom, hardly ever calls. Yeah, my mom hardly ever calls. Usually she sends texts because my mom's, for a late 60-year-old, she knows how to use an iPhone. But yeah, tomorrow morning, guys, GAC and Womprat, I'll be sure to stop into your raid stream and see what's going on. I'm excited to do that. Excited to see it. Because yeah, I've just watched a few Calvin Awesome videos that my guild leader made us all watch. So, but anyways, until then, guys, thank you again. Thank you. Uh, cool. Well, I'm as far as I know, we're not doing anything tomorrow. It is currently 92 degrees here, and it's only supposed to get hotter over the weekend. So we like to hide in air conditioning when you live in a place where it's 92 degrees Fahrenheit with 90% humidity. I know you guys just went through a heat wave in the UK, so you know what I'm talking about. It's not fun. And we're not quite we're in the very southern part of Pennsylvania. So like the Mason-Dixon line, which kind of defines what the south and the north separation is, it's like 20 minutes from here. So we're more or less in the south, but not really in the south. Like we're not considered in this anyway. It's weird, but yeah, it yeah, it's just hot, and so we're hiding. We're hiding a lot. Um, but anyway, guys, again, thank you. I am gonna get out of here. I swear to God. Okay, hold on. Uh, good lord. Okay, so like my phone is blowing up and it's all junk mails, and my brother is texting me. Okay. I gotta go and handle this shit because this is out of hand. All right, guys. I'll see you in the morning for JC and Womprad. I'll see you in your stream for the raid. So until then, guys, take care. Have fun. Good luck with all your stuff, and we'll catch you later.